Have you ever stopped for a second and wondered why some people seem to get richer every single year, while others work their whole lives and barely move forward? It almost feels unfair, doesn't it? Like they're playing a completely different game, one with secret rules nobody else knows about. The truth is, they are. The wealthy follow a different set of principles, quiet, almost hidden ideas that multiply their money, their knowledge, their connections, even their time. And most people don't even realize these principles exist. See, everyone's heard about compounding. Leave your money in the market, let it grow, right? But that's just the surface. The wealthy understand that compounding isn't just about interest. It's about building multiple engines of growth that all feed each other. When these engines start running together, they create something that feels unstoppable. It's not magic, it's math, discipline, and strategy. The first compounding force is simple but powerful: dividend reinvestment. Imagine a tree that drops seeds every year. If you eat those seeds, that's it. You're done. But if you plant them back, one tree becomes 10, and 10 becomes a forest. That's how reinvesting dividends works. Instead of spending the cash you earn from your investments, you use it to buy more shares. Those new shares then generate more dividends, which buy even more shares, and the cycle keeps repeating. Over time, your portfolio starts snowballing. Every dollar turns into a little worker, and those workers hire more workers until you've got an army producing wealth for you. The wealthy never let those dividends sit idle. They make sure every cent keeps working every day. The second compounding force is time. Not timing, time. Most people try to jump in and out of the market, thinking they can predict every swing. But the wealthy know that the real trick is to simply stay invested. Because compounding is exponential, the longer you let it run, the faster it grows. The first few years look slow, but then, boom, it takes off like a rocket. That's why you'll see the wealthy holding assets for decades, even passing them down through generations. They understand that year 40 of compounding is where the real magic happens, not year 10. Most people sell too soon. The wealthy let time do the heavy lifting. Then there's the compounding of contributions. This one is all about discipline. Instead of relying only on your starting capital, you keep adding to the pot, month after month, year after year. Each contribution starts its own compounding journey, layering growth on top of growth. It's like adding one brick every day. At first, it doesn't look like much, but give it time, and you've built a mansion. The wealthy do this relentlessly. Markets up, they buy. Markets down, they buy more. They feed the compounding engine no matter what, because consistency is what keeps the machine alive. Another compounding force is dividend growth. Some companies don't just pay dividends. They increase them every single year. That means your income keeps growing automatically, without you doing anything. When those growing dividends are reinvested, your portfolio compounds even faster. Over time, you're not just earning returns, you're earning raises. This kind of compounding quietly builds fortunes in the background. It's like setting up a money machine that feeds itself and adjusts for inflation. Prices go up, but so does your income. That's how the wealthy protect their future purchasing power. Now let's talk about the compounding that doesn't show up in your bank account: knowledge. This is the invisible engine behind every fortune. Every lesson, every book, every skill builds on the last. Knowledge doesn't grow linearly, it multiplies. The more you learn, the faster you can learn. The smarter your decisions get, the fewer mistakes you make, and the more opportunities you can recognize. Warren Buffett once said, "Knowledge compounds just like money," and he's right. Someone who starts learning about investing, business, or personal growth in their 20s will make decades of better decisions than someone who waits until 40. The wealthy treat knowledge like capital. They invest in it every day because they know it pays the highest dividends over time. But knowledge alone isn't enough. That's where the next force comes in: network compounding. Your relationships grow just like money does. One introduction leads to another. One connection opens 5 new doors. Each relationship you build creates opportunities you couldn't reach on your own. The wealthy know that who you know can change your entire trajectory, so they deliberately place themselves around ambitious, forward-thinking people. They go to events, join private groups, nurture friendships, and play the long game. Over time, those connections multiply in ways that no algorithm could predict. A single conversation can turn into a partnership, a business, even a legacy. Networks compound just like capital, quietly, exponentially, and powerfully. And then there's the final, often invisible one: tax compounding. This is the difference between wealth that grows and wealth that gets eaten alive. Every dollar you don't pay in taxes legally is another dollar that keeps compounding for you. Over decades, that difference can add up to millions. The wealthy know this better than anyone, which is why they use every tool available: retirement accounts, trusts, corporations, and tax-advantaged structures to keep more of their money working for them. The average person thinks about taxes once a year. The wealthy think about them before they even make the investment. That foresight alone gives their money a massive head start. When you combine all seven: reinvestment, time, contributions, dividend growth, knowledge, networks, and tax efficiency, you unlock something that most people never experience. Your money starts building itself. Your knowledge accelerates your decisions. Your connections bring you opportunities. And your tax strategy keeps it all compounding faster than anyone around you realizes. That's the real game the wealthy are playing. Most people will hear this and move on. They'll keep saving a little, spending a little, and wondering why nothing changes. But if you've made it this far, you already see the difference. You now know how the game actually works. Compounding isn't just about money. It's about habits, learning, relationships, and long-term thinking. The wealthy didn't stumble into success. They built systems that multiply everything they touch. So now the question is, what will you do with this knowledge? Will you let it fade away, or will you start planting the seeds today? Whether it's investing, learning, or building something of your own. Maybe even starting that YouTube channel or side hustle you've been thinking about. Because once you activate even a few of these compounding forces, your future won't just change, it'll accelerate faster than you can imagine. Thanks for watching InvestingFlix, where smart money learns smarter moves. Subscribe for more insights that grow your wealth.